Hello Lego friends, Matt from Bricks here. Today we're going to take a look at the third floor of my office building mock. I have recently completed the interior work and I'm very excited to show it off. Stay tuned and let's check everything out. Alright, I am very excited about showing this off in this review video for you guys. I completed this on a recent live stream, which I will admit I had a great time during that live stream. Folks were really engaged, etc., etc. But anyway, this is all about showing it off after the fact. So let me go ahead and dive right into that. As of this video, excuse me, I am trying a different method of recording. I'm actually using my one of my cameras here along with software on my streaming machine instead of my cell phone. So I'm going to see how this goes, kind of as an experiment, and see if it helps me with showing off things like this a little bit bigger and I don't have to worry about holding my phone. So anyway, as you may recall, the third floor is built similar in style to the second floor, and the fourth floor is the same, where we've got a bunch of windows on each side, a lot of view in here. But let me go ahead and actually strip off the front because I think it's going to be the best way to really get you inside to look at all the details. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Alright, back here now taking a look with the front facade removed, and you can immediately see right away there's a lot going on inside of this third floor here. I will note the centerpiece of what you see is this really nice cubicle, this 4-desk cubicle here. And right away, I want to give props and shout outs to my friend Daryl at Bevan's Bricks. This is something that he came up with originally for his Avengers Tower, which is a fantastic build. Let me give him a little plug. Check out the links up here in the video for some on that. But anyway, he built a desk like this for one of his floors, or actually a few of them. And I went back and watched his tutorial on that, and I was like, this is going to be perfect for what I want to do here. So I went ahead and built one for myself. I did mod it a little bit based on the parts I have on hand from what he's got, but the principle is basically the same. Let me go ahead and actually take this off, because the way I mounted this on, it's going to be pretty easy to do so, because it's actually on jumpers, and show you a little bit more in depth about what this looks like. So the two kitty corners are going to be the same kind of configuration. This one's going to be a little bit larger, and the one opposite back here is going to be the same kind of style. But you can see all of them, they've got a computer terminal, we've got some above cabinets and some below cabinets in slightly different styles. The idea is that these kind of open up and then these are kind of pull-out drawers. And then we've got kind of the idea of just some other stuff going on here, like a stack of papers and whatnot that this person could be working on. But I tried to incorporate a couple little things just to give it some scenery and a little bit more realism here. But let me go ahead and just turn this around for you on the view here. So you can see I tried to differentiate them just a little bit. So this one's actually got a video tile hanging up just for some art, some pictures and stuff. And we've got a little coffee cup. You know, make it pretty realistic. Somebody's drinking coffee in the office, right? Moving along to the other side here. Again, another similar design where we've got the computer terminal and we've got a stack of papers and stuff hanging up. And then back to this, another coffee cup and another portrait. It's actually one of the Harry Potter 20th anniversary tiles, but I thought it looked really good here. I just wanted to bring in a bunch of color, and I think it looked really good. So that is that desk. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the features on the floor. Okay, so with that removed, because it will help you obviously see inside here, I do have the seats all arranged as well based on how the desk sits in here. Basically, you can see the desk will sit on 5 of these little rounded studs pieces. And that's basically just to get the impression it's actually off the floor. There's little feet there. And it does help me to center it better and jumper it in place for easy maneuverability. Very happy about how that actually worked out. Of course, the first thing you can see here is I always tile everything I do. And in this case, I went with using my white tile that I've got a lot of still as my base for it. But I also used a bunch of these tan 2x2 jumpers. And the reason being is, number one, I wanted to bring in some tan here, and I have a bunch of these as well. So I thought that that would just kind of change up the look, and it makes it really easy to attach figures wherever I want in the scene here. So I will go ahead and do that at another point. I didn't do it at the time of recording this video because I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but hey, pretty cool anyways. Moving along, You recall from the second floor, I've got another copier here. Quick build video, you can check that out up here as well. It's a great little tutorial on how to do this. On a live stream a while back, I built a bunch of these little vending machines, and I hadn't had a chance to use them yet, so I wanted to put in at least one of them just for the sake of having some extra color and some flair and some stuff here. But I think it looks really good. I did put on a couple of Coca-Cola stickers that I had as well. Just a little bit more sense of realism. Go ahead and turn it around to the other side here now. Customary recycle bin. You know, just office, you gotta have something, right? Bunch of file cabinets here with some papers and some other supplies just stacked on top just for a sense of something going on. And then a nice little water cooler here. I got the inspiration for this off of a post I saw on Instagram, and I really liked it, so I went ahead and built that actually during the stream. Folks got to see me kind of test things out and go back and forth, and I finally came up with this, and I think it looks pretty good. This also is made to just pop up very easily like this, so I can do a close-up of it for you, like that. And then I can just set it right back in place. Alright, let me go ahead and take off, if I can, some of this right here so I can show you the conference room. Okay, so you can see I went ahead and removed the doorway and the glass panel there, so you can get a better look inside the conference room at that level. And basically the idea is, similar to the second floor, I've got a bunch of seats here with a nice little conference table, a small computer for doing some screen sharing and stuff like that, presenting, and then of course a mounted TV for actually sharing, you know, in the conference room. It's pretty straightforward. I think it works. And yeah, I was able to actually get 5 seats in here this time based on how I arranged everything, so I was also really happy about that. Now, for the most exciting part, let me show you what is in this space. Okay, back in this space now, this is something that I am actually really proud of. Something I told myself I wanted to do when I built this office building was I wanted to include a data center, kind of a networking room and all that good stuff. And the first thing I did when I built this floor out was I set that up. So it's kind of tough for me to take everything off here because a little bit of this is actually integrated in some of the surrounding structure. So I'm going to take you overhead and show you around the side as best I can as to what's going on here. So first, we have a door that's got an access panel on there so not everybody can just get in there. You know, it's reserved for the IT folks, such as myself. So viewers of the channel, if you don't know, I do work in IT. So this is something that is actually very near and dear to me in terms of what you're going to see here. I'll actually explain that to you as we kind of take a look inside. So let's go ahead and bring the camera up overhead and see what we got. And look at this. Look at this view. So the two things that you see right here, these are supposed to represent basically server and networking racks, the equipment for the office building as a whole. So you have all kinds of switches and stuff that represent your network connections and a couple of servers here as well for file storage and all that good stuff. And what you see above you, not the one that's running across, but all the other ones running above you, those little tubes are actually flex tubing that I got from Daryl at Bevins Bricks. Another plug for him. He also inspired the design for these cabinets, these racks. So I do encourage you to go back and check out that stuff. But the reason I wanted to do this in particular, and I built the design like I did with these going overhead basically into the ceiling, is my actual office at work has a room next to it where I have a number of racks just like this of networking equipment, and all the wires and everything run up into the ceiling overhead. So this literally represents real life next to my office at work. So I think it's just a little bit more cooler, so to speak, in that regard. This one going across is just representing some conduit of other stuff. I wanted to put another cable run in there. I just thought it'd be cool to do that. Right here is actually the cooling unit for the entire room. And then moving along on the other side here, it's going to be a little tough to see. But down inside there, that is actually kind of the HVAC and monitoring equipment for this room and for the rest of the building. And you can see I got another cable coming up and going into this system as well. So this is some HVAC and other kind of controls here. But I just wanted to round all this out and do a lot of usage of those cables, that tubing and stuff to represent it. And I did modify the outside of the building to have a little vent here for the HVAC system. So after they built the building, they did kind of change everything up here and make accommodations for the HVAC system, the cooling system for the data center here. And then let me go ahead and show you a nice look inside here at the minifig level. Look at that view. I love it. This is one of my favorite parts of this entire thing that I've done to this point. I love how this came out. The inner geek in me is just bugging out about this. And just one more look here before I wrap this up. Fantastic. Alrighty, folks. But that in a nutshell is a summary of my third floor of this office building. I think it came out, honestly, as good as I could have expected. I am thrilled with everything I've done here. Lots of great ideas integrated in from myself and from others. Couldn't be happier with it. I will populate it with some figures after the fact, and I might go back and show that off in a short or something later. But for now, I want to give you a highlight of this and how everything came out. And at the time of this recording, excuse me, I will be moving on to the fourth and final floor of this office building. This floor and the fourth floor are to represent an actual company, a corporation. I haven't yet finalized that. So when I do the fourth floor, and maybe this floor will kind of both get another secondary treatment in terms of what I do to show it off. But for now, I want to thank all my subscribers in particular for watching. Thank you as always. I always appreciate your support. If you have not, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Leave a comment or thought below. Always helps me know what you like and what you don't like, all that good stuff. Until next time, thank you all for watching Brooks Bricks. And this is Matt saying see ya!